I'd like to devote a quick segment for the tropics here. There's been a lot of chatter, and I put a video out yesterday that talked about the tropical formation probabilities and how the Atlantic Basin in particular is not going to be that active, right? We could get something for them in the Caribbean, but it's not looking very likely. And just to echo that sentiment, this is the Global Tropics outlook here. And let me see if I can draw on this. You see over here, we have formation probabilities in the hatching here. 20%, June 3rd. I want to move this out of the way real quick. Drawing tool, see if I can figure out where to put it, somewhere around here. Anyway, let me make this a bit smaller here, and see in the Eastern Pacific, they got a 40% chance of tropical cyclone formation, right? But Atlantic, you see nothing here, okay? And drier than normal, below average rainfall probabilities in the Caribbean as well, and above normal precip chances all in this area here along the global tropics in the Westpac, right? Also down here, same thing, the 10th through the 16th. Enhanced tropical cyclone formation probabilities in the Eastern Pacific. Nothing in the Atlantic here. So, let's go on to the next slide here. So this is just the overall, don't let it just distract you behind here. I made this little graphic, that hurricane moving in the background, not the best idea, but so you have the formation probabilities highest in the Western Pacific, Eastern Pacific during this entire time, right? Nothing showing, this was issued 2 days ago, so it's pretty current, right? Nothing showing through the 16th, all right? Now, this is a more zoomed in view here, the Global Tropic Hazards Outlook, showing the Atlantic Basin. The Westpac is over, Eastern Pacific's over here, not the Westpac. But you don't see anything, right? See the Eastern Pacific over here. Now, this is the Eastern Pacific view now. You see the probabilities here, all right? So, again, highest probabilities the first week in June. Second week in June, looking less likely, but still there. Here's your National Hurricane Center official outlook, right, for the Eastern Pacific and Central Pacific. Really nothing expecting for the next 7 days. Same thing for the Atlantic Basin. So if you see anybody posting the possibility of something forming here that's going to be strong, be a hurricane, I would argue against it strongly, and check in with me, and I'll be happy to provide you with the most current update information. Appreciate y'all watching, and like I said, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy here, but the reality is there's not going to be a hurricane, at least in my mind, in the next 7 days in the Gulf. First of all, climatologically speaking, from a overall climate perspective, May hurricanes are extremely rare, okay? And I'd have to go back and look, and maybe I'll do a graphic on that in another slide, another video showing the actual number of hurricanes that have formed in May and June, for that matter, in the Atlantic Basin. So that's all I got for today, guys, about the tropics. That's your tropical update for the next 7 days and a little bit further out. Have a great day.